I just got back in and I threw this stuff on. You see, I still got my jacket on. I got my TMNT. Well, I think I have more than one of these, but one of my lanyards here, which is cool because if you look at this, uh, it has the TMNT logo from the 2012 series with Nickelodeon. But if you look in the back, it's the old school Turtles from the 80s. It's in the front too, but it's like the green thing. So it's easier to see the design on the back. Hope you can see that because that's as close as I'm getting. All right. So the reason for this video today is because we got some exciting news. Got my Shredder hat on. One of my TMT. But it's because they announced the cast today. Sorry for the delay. I had to actually re-go into my Instagram on my tablet for some reason. But they did announce the cast, and this is pretty cool. I seen the toys. I was going to do a video on it, but I think the toy thing was a leak, so I decided not to. But we're going to go through it. So we got Ice Cube as Superfly, and this movie comes out August 4th, 2023. We got Seth Rogen as Bebop. So this is the second time he's played a Warhol character. Interesting. I knew he was going to do something in there because he's been doing a lot of more voice acting lately. Like, he's Donkey Kong and Mario. So we got that. Rocksteady is John Cena. This is the second TMNT project he was because he was Lord Dracum off of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new series. Paul Rudd is Mondo Gecko. Awesome. Crazy. Rose Byrne is Leatherhead. Now, I see the toys. I don't know if Leatherhead's supposed to just have a voice or if it's a guy or something. I couldn't fully tell, but Leatherhead kind of looked like the 80s one a little bit versus the more recent ones in the comics that you've seen with the old, like, Bayou jacket and stuff. So, I don't know exactly where they're going with it, but I'm curious. Post Malone is going to play Ray Fillet. Which, if I remember, might be similar to Fish Legs. Hannibal Burgess, which I was very surprised, is going to play Genghis Frog. I'm also shocked that they have Genghis Frog in here. I don't know if they're going to have the rest of the frogs. But if you don't remember, each one of the frogs were named after Conqueror that Shredder created. So I don't know where this takes place in the timeline. I'm assuming very early since they're supposed to be kids. Natasha Demetrio, I hope I'm saying that name correctly, is going to play Wingnut. I'm like, we're getting freaking Wingnut on screen? I don't think we've seen Wingnut since, like, no? We've seen Wingnut in the 80s one, and I think if I remember correctly, yeah, we've seen Wingnut in the 2012 series. But I don't think in the 2000 series. Now, Maya Rudolph is going to play Cynthia the Utrom. And if you don't know what an Utrom is, they're sometimes referred to as the Krang, depending on which series that you follow. Like, for example, the 2000 series, the Krang were the bad guys, and the Utroms were the good guys. And it depends on what you follow, how they come through, but usually you can associate them with Krang. Giancarlo Esposito, who's been getting a lot of work lately in the geek realm, because he was also in The Mandalorian. He is actually going to be playing Baxter Stockman, which I think is a very interesting thing, but he has a good voice for that. Like, thinking about just how he talks, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. So, that's one set, right? And then you have the next set. So, Master Splinter is going to be Jackie Chan. Now, Master Splinter looks a little different. When I seen the toy, he had, like, sunglasses. He looks like he's on the younger end again, kind of like the 2012 series, where he's a little bit younger, but it's like, it kind of seems like they're going to mix him a little, where he's going to be kind of cool, like he's going to feel a little 80s-like, but they're going to do that, but I think that's pretty awesome. Ayo Idabiri is going to be April O'Neil, and I love that all of these characters have their own, like, logo tag kind of thing, like they like it's tagged. I actually really like that young kid feel, and each one has their own, thing, and I'm still very curious about Ice Cube playing Superfly. So I'm like, they're going to... That was a new character, and I seen it, and it didn't look like Baxter, per se. It looked very different from the Fly that we got before, so then it does make me curious. Is it going to be like Baxter accidentally creates this guy? So I just wanted to point that out. And we got the Turtles. Now, Nicholas Cantu is going to play Leo. I like that it's like a wood thing with the Ninja Star in it. Mikey, whose name is made out of pizza. Like, I like that they actually have each character has their own logo. Is going to be played by Shamon Brown Jr. Micah Abbey is going to be Donnie, or Donatello. And Brady Noon is going to be Raphael. And I do like the fact they put Raph, Donnie, like they're using their nicknames. Mikey, Leo, because kids will do that. And I like that his looks like Raphael's looks rough and tough. Donnie's has all the math and stuff in it. So they just dropped finally we are getting the cast on who is going to be in this movie. I'm very excited to see these young teenage turtles. As y'all already know, I have kept it no secret. I love everything Turtles. That's the one thing that there is no bad to me. Maybe in August what I might do is, which would be kind of cool, maybe... Oh, sorry. My thing beeped. Maybe I'll do something like maybe like an overview on a series of each series. Maybe I'll do like a separate video. Maybe try to keep it 10-15 minutes. Like do each series and what I think made each one stand out for why it was good. Because remember, a long time ago when I first started this channel, I said one day I am going to review the Turtle stuff. And when I do, you're going to have to accept that it's just going to be awesome, more awesome, and awesome. And awesome, more awesome. Or great, awesome, excellent, whatever. There is no bad turtle thing to me. So if you're like sitting there like, oh, he's not going to be. This is the one thing I'm biased on. There is no bad turtles. And some people go, what about Michael Bay? I loved it. I thought it was a cool take. Oh, what about this version? Loved it. Okay? I love the live action Christmas special where they sang and Leonardo did a Jamaican accent. I need y'all to hear me right now. There is no bad turtles to me. So if you do, you're all they're bad. I don't agree with you and you're wrong. It's the one thing I do not waver on. Everything Turtles is awesome. I still, to this day, the best freaking concert I've ever been to is the Coming Out of Their Shell tour, which is the first concert I've ever been to. And I still have the tape and I still listen to it. I've probably said this a couple times on there. I still listen to that thing to this day. And I went there and it was the first concert I ever went to. And it's still the greatest concert I ever went to. I'm not always the biggest fan of live music. I do like some. One OK Rock definitely has a great concert. Like, it's just the energy's right there. But I am excited about this cast now that we know who they are. I think it's pretty cool. Like, I'm starting to notice some names are starting to be synonymous with Turtles. John Cena being one of them. Now, later in the series, which I think they kind of slowly, like they did a thing with Dracum. There was another voice actor that had to take over. I think John Cena got busy shooting, so he couldn't finish, but he did like start the series, and for a while, and I think in the second season, they changed out Dracum's voice actor because Cena got there. Doesn't matter. All I'm saying is, I'm very excited. This is really cool. I think this is a stacked up cast. I'm hoping that we get something very unique, yet still at the heart of it is still the Turtles. Like I said, maybe in August what I'll do is I might try to make it like a Turtle thing and like maybe review all the movies. Give you like these quick things about what I think each one brings to the table. Like I said, none of them are bad to me. But maybe this way I can kind of just give you my opinion and then you see what I may have liked. So maybe when you watch something, maybe you might look at it in a different light. And yes, this also includes, which I did buy the series, this also includes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action series that everyone swears was so bad, even though they were on a TV budget, and as a child, I could figure that out. And I was like, it's not going to be exactly the same. People are like, it's Nightmare Fuel. I'm like, the suits didn't actually look that bad. I think people are just overreacting because they wanted to compare it to the movie. But I was able to figure that out, so still very confused about that. But I love the series. It introduced Venus, and now we got Venus in the comics, and I think the way they did her is really cool. Now, and the Venus is different than what we got before. Venus did have a little cameo inside of the 2012 series when Michelangelo did a little design, made a female turtle, and said, "This is my Venus de Milo." So, yeah. Turtle. I am excited. If you couldn't tell, Tmnt, Turtle power. All right? So this cast is really cool. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. We already see some of the images of the Turtles. Like I said, I've seen the toys, so I know what a lot of these characters look like, but I can't share it on here. Tell me what you think. Are you excited about the cast? I think this is a very star-studded cast. I think this is that, like I said, that new Spider-Verse kind of animation where it's like that flowing animation, which is kind of new, which the Turtles haven't done before. They've done CG, mixture, they've done live suits, and whether people complain or not, the Turtles have done practically every single version. There's even a Japanese anime, OVA, for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So the Turtles have done pretty much every single form of media that you could do when it comes to cartoon movies, CG mixed movies, live action suit movies, if you actually think about it, cartoon crossover movie with Batman. So I would like to challenge you and to tell me something that the Turtles have not done. Video games, different types of video games, even digital download video games versus regular buy video games versus stream video games. So yeah. All different types of comics, magazines. Turtles are the best. This is the Geek Protagonist. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. See ya. I'm excited. I want to hear what y'all have to say.